Hey, my name is Meg. Welcome back to my channel, and oh my gosh, one of my favorite kinds of videos to film, and it's Unearthly Cosmetics content. And I am so excited because I got my order in from the Gargoyle collection. So if you want to see what I got and what look I create, then keep on watching. Alright, so like I said in the intro, we are going to be playing with goodies that I grabbed from the recent release from Unearthly Cosmetics, and it was their Gargoyle collection. I restrained myself and didn't get everything. I already knew I wasn't going to get everything because how they broke up the collection is they had the palette as an item, and then they had their different trios, and they had a lip gloss trio, which I grabbed, and then they also had a liquid, I just can't remember if it was matte or satin liquid lipsticks. I feel like it might have been matte. And the shades were beautiful, and I was so close to grabbing that as well. But in order to just try to behave, I decided to go with the glosses because I just thought they added more to my collection. And then they also have a liquid highlighter trio, which the shades are beautiful and stunning, but I just know me, and like I don't really utilize liquid highlights very much, so I just felt like it would be spending money on something that I'm not really going to get a lot of use out of. So I decided to, of course I was going to get the eyeshadow palette, and then I decided to get the lip glosses because I just thought they would look so beautiful, and I haven't tried a whole lot of the Unearthly Cosmetics lip gloss formula, so I just thought it would be fun to get more of those. So let's dig into this. Of course, throughout I am going to insert swatches and all of that, and then we're going to create a look together, but I thought we could take a peek at kind of unboxing and how everything looks. I'm also going to apologize, hopefully you won't hear it too much, but I am filming during the day because it's just a little bit easier for me to film during the day, but that does tend to mean that my kiddos are all running around. So if it gets a little loud at points, sorry, mama is in spooky mama glam, so kids are going to be present. Anyways, we open up the box and see how like we've got the gorgeous gothic gargoyle artwork on the front there, and you open up and the package, like there was a foam thing in, you open up and the package for the palette is the exact same. So let's stick that to the side. So again, really pretty. And then we open up the palette, and of course the packaging for the actual palette itself is the same. I'm just so in love with this. I just think it looks so cool. Brings me back, one of my favorite shows when I was little was that Gargoyle show, so I really love the theme. Taking out the plastic insert, and then it's got a mirror, and then these are the shades. So stunning. Let's bring it in a little closer. Just such a beautiful, like moody, yet colorful in its own way. I really love this color story, and I cannot wait to dig into it. I just think it's really interesting. Like, I guess like you could say it's kind of like a twist on like a neutral sort of palette, but I don't look at it and feel like it's neutral. I feel like there's enough color in here that I feel like it's almost like colorful with some neutral sprinkled into it. So I really, really cannot wait to play with that. And then we have the Gargoyle lip gloss trio. So the box that it comes in is like the same as the palette. And then, and when it comes to like, you know, like costs and all that stuff, I'll have all that in my description box below. There's lots of like content creators who have like codes and stuff like that, so I highly recommend using those. There's numerous ones I follow that have it, so I just normally like kind of mix up whose I use at a time. Sadly, I do not have a code because I have not had the pleasure of getting that opportunity, but definitely like find a code, use a code out there. Like I know Batty Bean has one, Britt Clark has one, I think Linda from Glitter Fallout has one, and Yelka Nikvist has one, so there's lots of codes out there. And then here are like the actual glosses. So again, I will have swatches in, but we have, this is Twilight Whisper. Just like this beautiful kind of, I don't know if you'd say it's like opalescent whatever base, and then it's just tons and tons of beautiful sparkle in there. And then we have, what's the shade? Gargoyle's Gloom. And this one looks like, it has lots of sparkle in it too, but it looks like a little bit more like shifty. Like it looks like it's got that like kind of blue purple sort of a shift to it. And then we have the darkest of the three, which makes it hard for me to read the name on the back. Enchanted Ebony. And that is this one here. And it's almost like a, like, would you say it's like kind of like a blackened plum kind of, but then it's sort of got this sort of almost like, I don't know how to describe it, like with the way that the shimmer's in it, it kind of almost shifts greenish. It's just really pretty. So like all of them are just jam-packed full of shimmer. So I cannot wait to use those. I'm going to just do like a first impression look. Like obviously I know I'm going to love the formula, so it's just more so playing with the color story with today. And then when I want to do like a 3 looks 1 palette with this soon, but I just wanted to get something up faster, and those take a lot more time to film. And when I do that, I think each look I'm going to use like a different gloss, but we'll definitely be using one of these today. So let's zoom you on in and start creating a look. And then just quick note, just as like a bit of a lip conditioner treatment, while I was, you know, kind of going on about stuff, and then while I do my eyes, I threw on my lip oil. I don't know why I'm so stuck for words. Lip oil that I got from the Devour collection in the shade Ruin. It's the only lip oil that I have from them. I can't actually remember if they've done any other ones at this point, but it's just so amazing. I really love their lip oil formula, and I hope that they do like more of them, because I'm starting to like really appreciate lip oils, so would love more. Anyways, zoom you in and let's get started. Alright, so we're not going to do anything too complicated with this. I always like kind of saving like a little bit more kind of involved looks when I do my 3 looks 1 palette videos. So I think with this, I just want to like get a feel for the color story. So what I'm thinking of is I want to go in with this black here, like, well, at least it looks like a black. It might be more of like a really deep gray, called Cathedral Shadows. Oh my gosh, I'm so tongue-tied. And then I really want to go on with this deep purple kind of eggplant shade called Sinister Figure. And then we definitely going to use that. It might use a bit of like Deep Sleep to help like blend stuff out. And then I think on the inner corner, I want to involve this kind of moody light mid-tone green. I don't even know, like sage green? Would it be sage green? Called Grim Morning. And then we're going to, I don't know what shimmer yet, but we're going to pick one of these shimmers to like slather all over the lid. All right, so grabbing a, I was about to say Unearthly Cosmetics brush. This is not Unearthly Cosmetics brush. This is a Melt Cosmetics brush, and it's a tapered shadow. And I'm going to pick up Cathedral Shadows. I'm just going to make sure that my eye primer is all stamped out. And then I'm going to start just placing this on the outer corner. Just create that initial depth. Oh, and I think even I told you guys about the lip oil, but my blush is another Unearthly Cosmetics product. It's the only blush I have from them, but it's also one of my favorite blushes in my entire collection. And it's Haze from when they had their matte blushes. I really hope that Amanda brings back the matte blushes at some point, because I love them so much. I think in a recent video on her YouTube channel, she talked about possibly like more so bringing in like liquid blushes instead of like bringing back the matte powder blushes. And I don't know how I feel, because it's like I really love a matte powder blush, but so I'd love to see these come back as well, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I bet like they would do, like, she's got such an eye for product creation, and I think that if they do a liquid blush, I think it'll be probably super badass. Alright, taking another Melt Cosmetics brush. This is a, what was it, Round Transition, and we're going to dip into that Sinister Figure. And as expected, these shadows are performing just how I expect Unearthly Cosmetics shadows to perform. Sorry, I coughed earlier and now my eye's watering. Alright, so we're just going to place that sort of in front of and like around the black a little bit. Still can't determine actually. I feel like it looks like a black, but because I haven't like swatched it properly yet, I don't know. And we're just going to lightly start blending this out as well. I wasn't sure until I used this shade, kind of if I was going to need another like transition shade to help like blend out, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to be okay just lightly blending, because once I lay down some and just wiping a bit off my brush and then going in and lightly blending around. And then we can like we can add more just to like add any kind of depth and stuff that I think we've lost. Like we'll probably go back in with that Cathedral Shadows shade just to add more depth to it as well, but I am loving this so far. Every time I play with the new Unearthly Cosmetics palette, I just like fall in love with the brand even more. They've quickly become one of, if not like my favorite brand ever. And I just absolutely adore them. Because like not only are the products amazing, but it's like the color stories are always so interesting, and I feel like definitely like innovative. And I just like love how like Amanda goes about like her product concepts and stuff like that. Like I love that she commissions artists to do her packaging. So it's like not only are you getting a beautiful product, but I feel like you're getting like a piece of art as well, which is amazing. So I'm just going back in with a little bit of Cathedral Shadow. Keep wanting to say showers. Shadows. Like, why would I want to say showers? That doesn't make any sense. Shadows make sense. Just I feel like sometimes I get super tongue-tied and like there's just nothing I can do about it. Ooh, just like that. All right, and then I want to jump right to the inner corner. And I think for this, I am taking, this is, technically it's Unearthly Cosmetics, but the brush when I got it was Alien Cosmetics. So I don't know if you can get this exact one anymore. It's an A7, but it's like a flat little packer kind of brush. And I'm going to dip into that Grim Morning. And we're just going to start stamping that on the inner corner. Blending upwards. Ooh, ooh yeah. All right, and then, oh my gosh, what shade to use? I feel like I'm gonna have to, like I haven't swatched them yet, but just looking in the pan, I feel like I have to use this shade right here. It's called Mystic Stone, and it just looks like holographic sparkle heaven. And I need to get that on my eyelid right now. So, and I think it'll just like tie everything together really nicely. All right, taking a just flat brush. This is a Morphe JH41 and some NYX glitter glue. When I eventually one day get through all of these that I have, because I bought a bunch a while ago when they were on sale and I was pretty sure they were being discontinued, at least like NYX Canada, which I don't think you can shop really the NYX Canada, like NYX Cosmetics Canada website anymore, but this isn't about that. But anyways, I would love to get the Glitter Grasp from Unearthly. I just don't want to get it when I have so much other product to use. But we're just going to go and place this generously all over. And then we're gonna dip right in to Mystic Stone. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Looking at it on the brush, it's so beautiful. Just look at that. And I'm going to dip back into Cathedral Shadows and just try to go back over in case I like brought the shimmer out too much, and then just also to blend into that a little bit. And I'm actually going to also grab a little bit more of Sinister Figure and do it up here as well. All right, I threw some eyeliner on. I just went with this like pretty smoky purple one I have that I got in a BoxyCharm. It's by Farrah and it is in burnt purple, so I thought it would really go well with everything. And then just using a small brush, this is a JH42, I'm going to grab some of Cathedral Shadows and just start to put that along the lower lash line. And then grabbing another small brush, but a bit fluffier. It's a BH Cosmetics one from an old set, but I'm going to now jump into Sinister Figure and just really start to blend that black out. All right, and last thing with the shadows is just to add a little bit more kind of sparkle down here and just be able to use another shade as well. I'm going to grab this Morphe E19 brush, and I picked up a little bit of Eerie Echoes, which just looks like this beautiful iridescent green shade. And I'm just going to place that at the very inside of the lower lash line. Not really bringing it up at all into like the inner corner too much, just really bringing it right to the edge there. And dragging it out to the other shades a little bit, but just a nice little extra pop of shimmer just to help enhance everything. But that is the eye look. I'm gonna go catch up the other eye, throw on some lashes, and then we'll pick one of the glosses and finish the look. All right, so the eyes are finished. We struggled a little bit with the lashes, but whatever. I also added some highlighter. I went in with my Kaleidos. This is the Space Age Prophecy or Space Age Highlighter in Prophecy. I always get confused. Anyways, it's like their kind of multi-chrome one. And let's go in with one of the glosses. I decided I'm gonna go in with Twilight Whisper. I just think it'll go really well with this look. Oh, smells so good. I just went in with like a My Lips But Better lip liner, and this is from Half Caked, and it's the Script Primer and Lip Liner. I don't see a shade for it. Yeah, I don't see a shade for it, but it's really just kind of a, like I said, My Lips But Better. But let's go in with the gloss. Oh, just look at that sparkle. Gosh, there is the gloss on. So pretty and sparkly. I feel like we could have also gotten away with doing like the dark one with this look, but I don't know. I just really wanted to jump in with that lighter one. So I'm going to zoom you out a bit more and we'll just take in the overall look. So there we have it. It is our first look using the pieces I got from the Unearthly Cosmetics Gargoyle collection. So the palette and the glosses, just everything I expected Unearthly Cosmetics to produce, which is just amazing quality, fun color story, and just overall just great products that are a great experience to use. That's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I will get into a more like 3 looks 1 palette and then using the glosses more too, just when I have more time to actually get into that. But I hope you enjoyed watching me create this first look. I know it wasn't anything like too complicated, but it's just fun seeing kind of how you can throw different colors together from a color story, and hopefully it just inspires you a little bit of how you could use this palette if you picked it up or if you're thinking about picking it up. But that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe. I'd love to have you stick around for more content. I can be pretty heavily Unearthly Cosmetics content on here, although I do try to sprinkle in some other stuff so it's not like just them, but like I said, they're like my favorite brand, so I can't help it. I keep wanting to use their products. And yeah, if you aren't already, also check me on my other socials, Spooky Mommy Glam on Instagram and TikTok as well. So we're gonna wrap this up. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!